Okay, so thank you ladies for being on my channel today. Could I ask you your names and where you're visiting from?
My name's Marion.
My name is Deanna, and we're visiting from Orlando, Florida.
Lovely, okay. And could you tell me a little bit about why you came to Japan, as well as a bit of background as to like what you've done here, things like that?
I personally wanted to come to Japan because I am so interested in the arts and the culture and the food as well. A lot of really good food, especially in comparison to America. We've been wanting to come here for a really long time, and our family is a lover of Japanese food and Japanese culture, so we wanted to just experience it firsthand. And we've been able to go to Kyoto, Osaka, Shirakawa-go, Takayama, and now Tokyo. And we've been able to kind of get a little taste of just a small portion of what Japanese culture has to offer, and it's been really exciting.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah.
A lovely trip. Do you have any?
So we've been to the countryside, and now we've come to the city. And the countryside has the people, the culture. I love how everyone lives off the land, and everything is so sustainable because this world needs more of that, for sure. And everyone is so nice and so respectful. It's wonderful.
Lovely, thank you. I've actually never been to Takayama or Shirakawa-go. Could you share a little bit about like what really struck you? I don't know like where you live, whether you live in the town or the city, but is there anything that struck you about the way of life there that you found really beautiful?
So we live in a suburb, so it's not really country or city, I would say, but it's a community. Whereas all the Japanese people that we've seen, all their crops, we went through the rice paddies. We've seen how they make all their fruits and vegetables like on their property, and how they've passed it on through generations. And there's no trash anywhere. The streets are pristine and clean, and it's unbelievable.
Lovely, that's such a nice answer, thank you.
Yeah, Shirakawa-go was a World UNESCO site, which I thought was really cool, and they still have all the original homes with the thatched roofs, and as my mom said, they raise a lot of their own flowers and crops, and it was just a really beautiful piece of somewhat untouched land in comparison to where we're from in the U.S., where everything has kind of been industrialized and commercialized. And as my mom said as well, the culture here is so respectful and so mindful of everyone else and the planet, which is really unfamiliar to us in America. So it was super refreshing and really exciting to experience that too.
Lovely, thank you so much. That's such lovely answers. I'd like to know a little bit about what kind of aspect of Japanese culture that really interests you. Could be like food or like kimono or anything that springs to mind.
I need to think about it. I will say we've experienced a lot of really amazing food, and just the different types of food depending on the region as well. In America, we only have a very small portion of the vast variety of things that have been offered here. Yesterday we had izakaya, true Japanese izakaya for the first time, and that was amazing. And just the quality of food here is so much different than the U.S. There's not as many preservatives or additive things because it's made and raised so locally. When the U.S. we're kind of importing it from a bunch of different places, I feel like. So the quality of the food has been something that has stood out to me.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I was going to say that nothing is processed. Everything doesn't have, as my daughter said, a preservative in it, and it's from the earth, which I think also stands for the culture here. Everything is wonderful. It's so sustainable.
Lovely, yeah, thank you so much. On the topic of Japanese culture, could you share the story as to why your voice is a bit more husky than it usually is?
So, as you well know, in Japanese culture, karaoke is a thing. So one of the hotels that we stayed at, we did karaoke. So 3 nights ago, this is what happened to my voice. We had a wonderful time, and they were playing a lot of songs that I love, that I do karaoke to. So this is now my husky voice from New Jersey. It fits in a little bit better.
I'm so glad that you went and you embraced karaoke, because I think, I don't know, I can only say for my country, but I never really knew what karaoke was. Like, I knew it was singing and stuff, but I didn't know it was like the dynamic that Japan has is completely different.
It is. Yeah. It is. It's so fun. We had such a good time. So I would say if you've never experienced it, definitely go and do it.
Or just watch and keep your voice as well.
Right.
Is that what you went for? Okay, good. All right. I want to ask you one more question. Where do you think was the most interesting place that you went? And or is there anything that you've seen that's really struck you as maybe a bit quirky or very different to your own culture?
My favorite place that we went was kind of an offskirt of Nara, Japan. We found a temple that has been passed down from a family of 56 generations, I think. And the person running it, his family makes all of the food, takes care of the garden, maintains the property, and we had the opportunity of eating a traditional Buddhist Japanese bento in the temple, and it was prepared completely vegan with all ingredients that were from that area, and it was so beautiful and such a unique, serene place to enjoy a meal with so much history there too. Seeing somewhere that was so generational and had so much just rich culture and history was really interesting.
Wow, I mean, that makes me want to go, actually.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
absolutely
Once in a
amazing.
lifetime.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Just meeting the family, their grounds. The gentleman that did even the cooking there, he takes care of all the grounds, and the flowers were so beautiful, the streams were so beautiful. It was just a wonderful experience to see and have the opportunity to do with my family.
Yeah, so nice. Yeah, and it kind of goes to show that the more effort and the more care you put into things, like the more it flourishes and is beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the other thing I want to say is that the thing that I love too is it makes you appreciate the culture and makes you appreciate so much more. We're going to go home with definitely a different feeling because you really don't need anything. You know, a lot of the things are wants. Like we came here and, you know, they wanted jeans or they wanted shoes. We really don't need anything. These people, they live so simply. It's such a wonderful way to live. And it just is a good thing for my kids to experience that going, you know, through life now and they're young adults, that you don't need anything.
Yeah, lovely. Gosh, you had such lovely answers. I'm so glad we got this opportunity.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you. Oh, that was lovely.
Yes.